Josh Loeser, thanks for taking the time. A couple things to talk about. Let's start with the All Academies. Great performance by your team. You really ran away with the competition.
Yeah, they did really well. Can always do better. I would have liked to win by more than we did, and they're capable of that. But still, we did win, so I can accept that, I guess. But yeah, no, they did great.
As you look back, though, it's not just one or two guys. It really was every single man up that performed well.
It was. It's probably the most nervous I've been at a competition in a long time, just because it was so close until the last event. I mean, the way it looked, it was going to come down to like a few tenths, but then when we went to vault, our guys kind of pulled away. But it was team effort. There were some guys that did some standout stuff, but overall, if you look at the scores, it was a total team effort. So we needed everybody for that meet, and they did a great job.
I want to ask you, what does it mean that all the service academies have men's gymnastics? There's not a lot of schools in the country have men's gymnastics. What does it mean that all the service academies do?
I think it's cool to see that that the military still supports our sport. You know, I mean, there's only 15 NCAA programs right now, and it's cool that we have 3 of them. And it's also cool in the past, you know, we'd go through spurts where one academy would be leaps and bounds above another for a certain amount of years. And this is the first time that I've really seen it where all 3 academies are pretty competitive at the same time. As long as the other 2 don't stay as competitive with us, I'm good with that. But no, it's good for the sport. But yeah, it's awesome that the Department of Defense is actually still supports that sport. So
absolutely. Winter Cup followed that. Patrick Hoops, Eric Upton, you took both of them. Wow. Patrick Hoops, maybe a little bit of a letdown. He finished second, but he still made the Olympic or the U.S. team. And then Eric Upton with a 9th place finish. Just let's start with Patty.
Yeah, Patty. I mean, he did well. I've never seen him that nervous for a competition before. I mean, even Olympic trials, he didn't seem as nervous as he has. But I noticed it probably about 2.5 weeks ago that I think his mind was focused on this competition, and I think it was a struggle for him to keep his nerves down this time. So it's something we're going to have to work on. I probably should have addressed it 2.5 weeks ago when I started noticing it, but I just figured out he'll get over it. He's going to get over it. But I think it just affected him a little bit more. He's in a position that he hasn't been in before. In the past, he's always been trying to chase that number 1 guy in the country, and this time it was he knows right now Steven's not competing right now, and Patty's been pretty much leaps and bounds above everybody else all year. And I don't think he's ever been in that situation where he's just trying to maintain his spot, but at the same time, that's not what he should be doing. He should be focused on the number 1 guy in the world, not the top guys in the U.S. I mean, to medal in the Olympics, you got to beat the number 1 guy in the world, not the best guy in the country. So I think he'll acclimate to that pretty quick. He's pretty good about that, so I don't anticipate it being a problem in the future.
Eric Upton, 9th place finish in the all-around. That's phenomenal from where he came from to where he is today.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that we're going to miss, that whole senior class. Pretty reliable, and going out there, I mean, I wasn't nervous really for Eric the whole time we were there. I knew, all right, he's just going to hit. That's what he's going to do. It's a matter of how well he hits and where he can stay in the rankings. And for his first time in Winter Cup to be top 10 the all-around, yeah, it's pretty impressive. He did a great job, but, I mean, that's kind of, we know he's going to do that. So, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
So where do you go from here? Obviously, people want to know, like, what does Patrick Hoops do from here, and what your team-wise?
So Patty's got a few international assignments coming up. I think they're really wanting to see, I think USA Gymnastics is really wanting to see how he does internationally, and they're also trying to get him to build that international reputation for himself, because that's pretty important. Guys that have a reputation internationally tend to score a little bit higher, get the benefit of the doubt a little bit more, as opposed to a fresh guy that's brand new on the scene. So he's got 3 international competitions coming up between now and the end of April, and I think he'll do fine. I mean, with what he wants to do with the sport, the whole WCAP thing, and then trying to make the 28 team, he needs this. And if he wants to go to World Championships next fall, he needs to go out there and show that he's competitive for a medal. So, and he can do that. He's just got to shake off the nerves a little bit. Yeah.
And then the rest of the team, what are we looking forward to?
So we have a meet with Army coming up, and then we have the USAG Collegiates at the end of March, and then conference will be here, and then NCAAs. We're in a pretty good spot right now. The next two competitions, I'd like the team to do well. We might try some different lineups just to see how some other guys score. I don't mind sacrificing a few things for that, but they still need to put up a decent score. So more focused on that, probably resting a few guys so that they'll be ready for the postseason, so we can hopefully put up a better finish than we have the last 2 years. Finishing 7th or even making it to finals at 6th would be nice. That's what I want. So that's more what we're focused on, just trying to keep them healthy and prepping them for conference and NCAAs.
Fantastic. Not out of the realm of possibility at all. Josh Loeser, thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you.